Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to this Ignite session on leveraging the power of Microsoft Edge to Cloud capabilities, including data, to drive multi-horizon cloud adoption journeys for our customers. I'm Girish Phadke, and I'm part of TCS Microsoft Business Unit focusing on Microsoft Edge to Cloud solutions and digital transformation services. I work with all our global customers in accelerating the adoption of Microsoft Cloud transformation journeys. Over to you, Jay, for your introduction.
Hello everyone, this is Jay here, and I head our data and AI practice for Microsoft Business Unit, primarily helping our customer to climb their analytics staircase and help them create an intelligent enterprise. Thank you,
Thank,
Girish.
thank you, Jay. So we essentially see cloud transformation happening over multiple horizons and have relevant offerings that cater to the entire spectrum by leveraging the power of Microsoft Azure, Microsoft Power Platform, GitHub, M365, and D365 clouds. Now let's look at what these horizons are all about. The first horizon involves helping our customers establish a digital core by building a configurable, secure, and resilient Azure cloud foundation, and then using it to migrate, modernize applications, move infrastructure and data platforms to cloud. Establishing a cloud operating model along with a foundational security, DevOps, and governance is extremely important to establishing a secure and configurable digital core. Second horizon is about helping our customers innovate net new business models by positioning edge to cloud industry solutions and digital transformation services. We are partnering with Microsoft on their industry clouds for retail and financial services, and we will have a good number of TCS industry solutions also hosted on Microsoft industry clouds. A very good example of industry solution that we have built in partnership with Microsoft is Cognitive Plant Operations Advisor that leverages real-time data from plant sensors and instrumentation on one hand, and knowledge graphs that represent the tacit knowledge acquired by plant operators on the other hand, to provide most optimal recommendations to reduce equipment downtime and uplift product yield. Third horizon is all about helping our customers transform and grow by leveraging cross-industry and startup ecosystems. For example, for an oil and gas customer, we are helping them realize their vision for a green refinery by working very closely with an ecosystem of startups and partners and bringing in our industry knowledge coupled with Microsoft's Azure AI/ML capabilities. In addition to all this, MBU Innovation Garage plays a very critical role in conceptualizing Horizon 2 and Horizon 3 use cases. With that, I will hand it over to Jay to talk about data-driven cloud transformation journeys. Over to you, Jay.
Thank you, Girish. So, like Girish talked about the digital transformation and the three horizons. In that context, if you look into how Microsoft talks about the digital feedback loop as the fundamental to achieve that digital transformation, and data is the key backbone to enable such a digital transformation. That digital transformation essentially from a Microsoft perspective is all about engaging customer and better customer experience to empower the employees and have employee experience to optimize operations and help organizations transform and create new products are those fundamental things. And from a TCS perspective, we bring in our experience and knowledge of working with many customers to help bridge that data gap using what we have defined as the data and intelligence impact cube or the impact cube. The impact cube is a holistic data strategy which covers all the aspects of that digital transformation with the data as a backbone. It has primarily the 6 faces of the cube represents the strategy. The strategy from a practical digital transformation and the data journey that customers wants to take today is primarily focused on their growth and transformation from an industry priority perspective. And when they're taking that digital transformation or the data transformation journey, cost plays an important role to help customers save while transforming their data estate to achieve that digital transformation. From a business perspective, as the organizations are moving to this modern data platform architecture and the concepts such as lakehouse and a data mesh architecture, we work with our customers to map both their customer journeys and what impacts their customer experience from a business value, process value chain perspective, as well as to define their KPIs from a performance management and advanced analytics perspective. Last but not the least, for these organizations to be competitive in the market and aligned to our thought leadership framework of Business 4.0, we focus on data intelligence and automation and AI as the fundamental technology pillars, because we believe the customers who are already taking a cloud journey, they are on the cloud and they inherit the agility that we enable through some of the accelerators and the solutions that we have. To give you some examples, today we are able to provide our customers a complete data platform as a service using what we call as an Azure AutoOps framework. The solution by itself is able to provide a secure data platform and deploy, provision, and deliver it to our customer in a day. We did this for one of our Australian energy customer where we could deploy and deliver this platform for them in less than a day. Similarly, we look into the whole aspects of XOps, which is DevOps, Data Ops, AI Ops, FinOps, and ML Ops kind of a scenarios to make sure that what our customers are engaged is to utilize this data, spend their time to utilize and exploit that data for the insights and the data journey and the data exploitation that they want to do. And all this, what we do is onto the Azure tech stack. So what you see in the bottom is essentially the journey or the creation of that modern data platform is just the beginning of the digital transformation. And from there, you see how the transformation itself evolves into from a basic reporting to an advanced analytics using Azure machine learning to converting them into a modern data applications which would be intelligent by itself, taking the data for those processes and how those processes itself become intelligent to the solutions and the aspects of simulation and remote assistant. Girish, would you please talk about one of the customer examples uh, to talk about how we help this Australian energy customer to achieve and take this data journey, please?
Yeah, thanks, Jay. So we'll take an example here of edge to cloud and data-driven industry-shaping transformation that we did in Australia, which is called 5-minute settlement program. And it was all about, how do we, transform the wholesale electricity spot market settlement process, where we have brought down the settlement period itself from 30 minutes to 5 minutes to match the electricity dispatch periods. This transformation not only provides better energy price signals for investment in fast response and flexible technologies such as batteries and gas peaking generation, but over a period of time, this will also help in lowering the wholesale costs, resulting in cheaper energy for the consumers. So this was a fairly large program which ran over 2.5 years. And here we actually leveraged the power of entire Azure cloud ecosystem, including cloud native technologies such as AKS, Event Grid, Cosmos DB, Databricks, Power BI, coupled with microservices driven architecture, along with domain driven design principles to ingest and process 3 years worth of metering data daily to create energy profiles for 5-minute settlement window. As part of this transformation journey, we were one of the earliest adopters of Databricks Delta feature when this feature was still in beta, and we adopted this for this program. We also carefully chose the partitioning strategy for the Cosmos DB containers to achieve the most optimal scalability. So in all, this was a very transformational program, which has not only going to reduce the price for the end consumers, but will also shape the adoption of newer energy sources in time to come. With that, I will request Jay to take us through another example of data-driven cloud transformation.
So with that industry first case study that that you just heard from Girish, I wanted to talk about this intelligent prescription data platform that we created for a US based pharmacy chain, where the chain with this scale and its legacy infrastructure that was divided or separated into multiple technology layer was not able to utilize it to innovate and allow their pharmacists to provide better patient experience. And in that sense, they utilized Azure Cloud as the unified fabric and the Azure Data Platform with its AI capabilities to take this transformation journey, where their primary focus was that they could reduce the time the pharmacists spend onto the prescription operations and focus more with the patients and the patient experiences. The whole solution itself was built on an event-based microservices architecture, and it was looking into the two key processes which are focused on prescription and pharmacy inventory processing and the pharmacy operations processing. The whole prescription fulfillment was done using the Databricks and Synapse Analytics to move hundreds of data points from each transactions through the platform. The process creates real-time insights for his pharmacist who access the information dashboards through the data visualization and Power BI. With the creation of this intelligent data platform, the pharmacy was able to quickly push insights to his pharmacist. The benefits delivered were that the pharmacy was now able to provide and push insights to the pharmacists and technicians much more quickly. Earlier, the whole prescription fulfillment used to take about 48 hours. Now the pharmacy is able to take these prescriptions and being able to do in hours. So that's one of the examples of how utilizing the Azure data platform and the application of AI capabilities, we are able to deliver a system that today creates an intelligence prescription platform for the pharmacy to service its customers. Before I conclude, I hope in last 10 minutes, we could talk to you about how TCS with its offerings from an H1, H2 to H3, the three horizon journeys that we are taking with our customers, with our data impact queue framework, where we bring the real life examples of executing such transformation journey and the customers examples to work with you to deliver similar kind of experience in your digital transformation journey.